JJK episode 4.
Woo!
Wow.
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 Probably the best episode of the season, I would say.
Maybe. I kind of like the last one, but
Okay.
just because of the shock of like seeing, the big gunshot.
Yeah.
Spoilers for episodes 3 and 4 of episodes for the whole season, obviously, up until now.
Yeah.
But just the shock of seeing somebody who is like almost bred to kill jujutsu sorcerers.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, like I just loved his insane strategy and how he like got in everybody's heads. And there's like less in this, but it's just because it already happened in episode 3. But like, yeah, this episode's sick. Gojo is an absolute psychopath now. I like that he's just snapped like psychologically.
Yeah.
Just from dying almost.
What's really interesting, though, is this episode kind of like creates the switch between Gojo and Geto. Because Gojo goes from a person who doesn't care about anybody here, but like not only does his power increase to like, because like Gojo prior to like fighting Toji is strong, but not infallible. After fighting Toji, after figuring out reverse cursed energy, he's invincible. It's so like he can now constantly use the six eyes forever because he now that he's figured out reverse curse energy and he knows how to like, so his six eyes allow him to use his innate technique with basically no cursed energy whatsoever, which means even though he doesn't have an infinite amount of cursed energy, anytime he uses cursed energy, it only uses an infinitesimal amount.
Yeah.
So in essence, he has infinite cursed energy, and he can constantly use his six eyes because any strain it does to his brain, he can just heal.
Yeah.
So he's now invincible.
We also got an explanation, and I really don't remember a lot of season 1 in terms of like the minutia. So I don't know if this was explained, but we finally got like a real ass explanation of what his powers are.
About heavenly restriction,
Yeah, we're like blue is like push.
Oh, no, you're talking about Gojo.
Gojo, yeah. Like blue is push, red is pull, and then he has.
But yeah, blue is pull, red is push.
And then he has like a neutral. The six eyes is neutrality, where it stops things.
Sort of. Okay. Do you want me to explain? I'm sure people actually want me to explain it, so I'm going to explain it. Yes, you're right. Blue is an attraction. So blue is essentially, it's called negative space. Like all of it is about augmenting space.
Yeah.
So he's able to essentially delete space. And then because of that, there's a negative space. But because that's imaginary space, all of the space around that space, it's like a black hole. It's like all the space crushes to that area.
Yeah.
Red is positive. So he creates space. And therefore it's a push. But when he combines the two, it creates an imaginary space that not only attracts, but pushes. And it just it like full on, it's instantaneous and it destroys anything it touches.
Right.
The six eyes are just eyes. Like I would think about the six eyes kind of like a Sharingan.
Okay.
It's like they allow Gojo to use all of his techniques more efficient, but also they allow him to see for like kilometers and he perceives time slower.
Gotcha.
So he perceives time slower than any other human being, which is why he can like react to things faster. And then the limitless is
right. Limitless is what I meant. Is the stop?
Yeah. Well, so that's actually infinity.
Yeah.
That's infinity. So like you can't touch him because as you go touch him, your speed keeps getting halves. The limitless is just his power. Like it's like the limitless is everything in the universe. And he can control that everything with the power of the six eyes.
Yeah, you were just before this podcast episode lamenting the stress of having to know everything about anime.
Daniel, that's the thing. I know everything about Black Clover, Chainsaw Man, JJK, Naruto, Boruto, One Piece.
That's why we have these segments where you'll say something where it's like, should I explain this? I'll explain it. And I know I'm about to strap in for a silent 10 minutes while I just take it. Because because I don't have anything to contribute, obviously, but I know if I don't let you do these segments, you'll probably kill yourself.
Probably. It needs to come out one way or another.
That is why we have a podcast.
Also, it's a bit like spoken history where like if I don't say it out loud, the history is lost. Because I have to every morning I wake up and I have to remind myself of how the JJK power system works because otherwise I'll lose it. And then the comments, Daniel.
Yeah.
The comments.
I know, they haunt you.
Because here's the thing. Apparently, I'm not unique. Apparently, everybody fucking knows it, and they only know it in my comments. So, like, I have to stay on the razor's edge of information about any anime I'm talking about because every fucking anime genius out there is solely focused on the one anime that I'm talking about, and they know everything.
Right.
So I have to know everything.
I'm
so
sorry.
the reason that we were talking about this is because Danny was like, you should talk about video game lore. And I was like, I am at my fucking brink, Daniel. I have like I think I'm going to make some more 7 Deadly Sins content. And then I need to get JoJo's in there. And
Do
that's
ya?
it. That's
JoJo's might kill you.
That's the fucking Infinity Stones. I swear
Yeah.
to God. If I have that, I'm done. I'm good.
But in terms of Jujutsu Kaisen, I have a couple of notes. Can
Okay.
I give my notes?
Mhm.
One is that fuck, I just had it.
No notes. Good.
No,
Perfect.
it was good. It was great.
Write the anime of the year. I actually.
I have it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Please go ahead.
I have it. One of my big notes that was so funny to me, and this is another thing that you'll probably be like, actually, it's this. Geto. I'm just telling you.
I hate that you're right.
I'm just telling you what Toji told me.
Gotcha.
Right? So when I say that, like, the limitless is stop or whatever, that's what I've been told
infinity,
today.
You
Infinity. But there's a bit where Geto explains, like, Toji's going off on a tangent about how his powers work. And then Geto is like, yeah, enough about that. Like, I know that just like Jujutsu sorcerers, explaining your abilities, like, make them stronger.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so meta.
It's 1000% copied and pasted from Hunter x Hunter.
Really?
Yeah. So Hunter x Hunter risk makes your technique stronger. And so like if I'm like, Nanami kind of does it in season 1 where he's like, we're now in overtime. If I'm fighting after 5 p.m., my jujutsu sorcery gets stronger. So if you explain how it works, you give them a better understanding of how your technique works. And because there's risk involved, it gets stronger.
Is it risk in Jujutsu Kaisen and Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Or that's cool. Again, that was not told to me today by the characters.
Yeah, because they're going to be like, we stole... No, like, obviously
well,
not.
that's very cool. What's hilarious about it is that it's like so clearly like a meta workaround around like, here's how we can naturally just stand around and exposit about our powers.
Exactly.
Because otherwise you have all these like Team 4-Star jokes about it all the time. In Dragon Ball, you have like, Cell and Goku chatting, and then the other characters are like, why are we just standing here watching them fight? Like, or like, and then they
just
have to,
providing exposition.
That's why like Toriyama writes so many tournaments, because it's like, why doesn't every Z fighter just dive in and fight them together?
Yeah, literally.
But Jujutsu Kaisen and I guess Hunter x Hunter, that's so funny that they're like, well, I need a way of people and the characters knowing each other's abilities.
Yeah.
It makes them stronger.
Yeah, like literally just like, I don't know, risk and knowledge. It's gonna make it stronger. It kind of makes sense, but like not really.
You sold me on it with the risk thing. That makes it cool.
There's
that
a really
for some reason makes it very cool.
There's a really cool, and like outside of just explaining it, like just taking risks in Hunter x Hunter also makes it stronger. So there's like a guy who's fighting, and his technique gets stronger because he covers one of his eyes and like stands on one foot.
That's sick.
Yeah, so like it's cool.
I feel like Chainsaw Man is a show that would like utilize that better than Jujutsu Kaisen.
What do they need to explain in Chainsaw Man?
Well,
when he pull string chainsaw go burr.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the risk thing, I feel like the coolest version of that, and I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, but I feel like the coolest version of that is if like the devils, because everyone in Chainsaw Man who has powers, who isn't a devil themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone who has powers has made a pact with a devil.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that part of the pact is they're like, the riskier you are, the more of my power I'll give you because it's entertaining.
That's kind of what the Future Devil does with Aki. He's like, your life is entertaining to me, so you get a pact. Yeah.
Like that is like some prime like devil pact shit. Like I feel like it would work in that medium. Whereas Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like, it seems like why?
Yeah.
Like why is there this risk buff?
Well, the thing is, in the manga, they can do this thing where it's like there'll be like a little side panel being like, here's how this power works. Like, but like in the anime, they can't do that.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
So like I think it's like kind of they need the exposition because like outside of that, like some anime gets super meta with it and just like name a person exposition. And like then they're just like, Mr. Exposition, what's going on here? And like they explain everything. Or they do like a little cutaway where it's like, here's how this works. But like it's so much harder to understand in the anime, which is like unfortunately with JJK, like why you need to do both. Like that's why like most people say like if you're gonna watch One Piece, also read One Piece. Because there's things like the SBSs and the cover stories that are all canon, and then like the manga just does a better job of explaining shit.
Right.
So no, but so outside of that, is that your only note? Is that you loved explanations and that?
Oh, I have another note.
Okay.
I mean, I have like thoughts about the whole thing. It was great, like for sure. And we'll get into that. Here's the other specific note.
Gotcha.
This is like an animation like tidbit.
Okay.
That connects to Naruto. So this episode and only this episode does something that Naruto does really frequently that I hate. And only this episode, I've noticed it. And it's so unnoticeable, but my like dumbass brain picks up on it for no reason.
I was like, the animation was incredible this episode, but okay.
They will do something, and tell me if you've noticed this in Naruto, where like when someone moves, say I'm like throwing a punch, I like cock my fist, and then they'll like do the follow through.
Yeah.
There will be a low opacity version of me cocking my fist also. So it's like there's two images and one will be low opacity. Check it out. I have examples. Naruto does this all the time.
Oh,
and then swipe either right or left.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't keep swiping though. Don't keep swiping.
I don't know how many. Oh my God, it's smaller than I anticipated.
Easy, audio only listeners. You want to know how big my dick is?
Yeah, there we go. I'm sure they can hear that. No, Danny's just looking at one of the most horrendously ugly rings I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
It's a fidget ring.
Oh.
You can spin it.
Gotcha. Dorothy made one of those ones. Yes, I understand this. I kind of like it. I feel like it does a really good job of showing movement.
That's fair. I think it makes it look really muddy. Like it looks blurry when they do it. And I'd prefer...
Wild that you were able to get it to pause in that moment.
You just... until it gets to it.
Yeah.
But no, like Naruto does it too, and it like... They do it with hand signs a lot to make it look like there's more hand signs than there are.
Gotcha.
But like in action scenes, they'll do it where it's just like multiple low opacity images on top of each other to simulate faster movement.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks like blurry. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'd prefer like, not Hunter x Hunter, Black Clover does this, like Mob Psycho does this. Instead, just a big like smear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
like,
want the pain fight.
No, don't put words in my mouth like that.
That is
Absolutely
like, you're
not.
kind of describing the pain fight.
I want like a Mob Psycho, like a good version of the pain fight.
Okay,
I don't need pain to turn into a swordfish made a punch. Like,
or like, like whatever that was, like screaming Titan thing. Yeah.
But no, those are my only two specific, like weirdly specific notes.
Gotcha.
What did you like about the episode?
I thought it was perfect. I thought
great.
Literally, I was like, this has cemented JJK for anime of the year. Season 2, it's a wrap. It's there's nothing that's come out all year that's even touched to these 4 episodes.
Yeah, and we're getting 23 episodes.
Isn't
that hype?
Hidden Inventory is going to be done in like 2 episodes.
Okay.
And then it's going to be straight into the Shibuya incident.
So give me a distinction without spoilers. Like is Hidden Inventory the prequel,
the
and then they go back to the present with Yuji?
Yeah.
Whoa, there's been no promotional material with Yuji.
Cause the Shibuya incident is like, it's like the thing in the manga. Like it is where the tone shifts. It is the darkest part of the manga. It's a hard read. It's going to be a tough watch.
That's hype.
Like it's like dark and like people get lost and like it's like this whole thing. So yeah, you go basically from Hidden Inventory directly into there's going to be like 1 or 2 episodes of like Geto like trying to deal with like the like change in ideology and all of that, like meeting Yuki, meeting Yuki, and then pretty much straight into the Shibuya incident, which should be, I think the Shibuya incident is somewhere around 70 or so chapters, so it should be like the rest of the season.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be absolutely insane.
That's hype.
Yuji's in this is the arc where Yuji loses his smile.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I thought these 4 episodes already better than all of season 1. The greatest part. So I have a lot of notes on this.
Go off.
The fluidity I thought was incredible. Toji versus Geto, that fight when like Toji spins around and kicks Geto in the chest when they're in that thing that's falling.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
The slashes leaving Geto into pool of his own blood, like him cutting the rainbow hide was awesome.
Yeah. The dragon just fucking cuts a dragon in half long ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Really good.
Down the middle like a hot dog. And
like
then just
hot dog.
Yeah, it was just the whole thing was so incredible. Like and then like obviously Geto trying to like steal the little cursed little Shikigami he uses and like him just like knocking his hand away. Yeah. So sick. And then all of it,
weird snippy woman. Where if you answer a question but she doesn't like it, she cuts you.
Yeah, literally. So it's all like that's like they explain it better in the manga, but like that's one of the curse one of the cursed spirits you can manipulate, and like it kind of introduces you to cursed spirits using like what am I looking for? Not contracts, but like
a
stipulations,
a riddle.
Exactly. Because there's a guy who comes out down the line who's able to force you into non-combatant. Like with his domain expansion, he can force you into being a non-combatant.
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that will pop up later down the line.
Yeah.
But outside of that, Toji better than in the manga. Like the most perfect adaptation of a character I've ever seen in my entire life. Like he was perfect.
What's better about him here than in the manga?
It's just like he's great in both. Like he is. I think he was adapted. Like him being in live action, his fluidity, like his mannerisms, the way that he walks was just so perfectly captured.
Yeah.
That I'm like, this is like exactly how I would want it. The color use between the sky when Gojo is like floating and he's like high, and like they like do like the amber golden sky and he's like apologizing to Amanai, and then the visualization of the two drops of like red and blue coming together to make purple. So sick.
Yeah.
And then the orchestral build as like he's building purple, and then just cuts to silence and Toji's just like feeling at the hole in his chest.
Yeah, just applying some pressure on that wound.
Yeah, like, I don't have enough arms left to apply the pressure here.
That was so well done.
Yeah.
Like just when they're like pulling out and then it reveals him and he looks like a fucking like apple that you're halfway through eating.
The worm, the bookworm apple.
Yeah. With the worm on him.
Yeah, like literally, like he's just like it climbed out of the way, but even it gets hit. So like that entire scene, the only thing that people have beef with is that they didn't like in the manga. It's like the I am the one, or I'm the chosen one, or something like that. I'm the one who rules above, something like that. It's a really iconic scene in the manga. People think that the voice actor didn't like give the punch. Like people wanted it to be like a scream, but like for me, I actually liked it because it was like a realization for Gojo, and like in this moment of like high, like in this high moment when he's like apologizing to Amanai and everything feels good. He's like, I am the one above heaven, or something like that. It's something like that.
Well, Gojo's also just like snapped and become immortal essentially. So it's like, it adds like him being like pretty monotone. Yeah. Adds to that, I think.
I feel like there definitely could have been more in it, but I understand the voice direction they took because like they were trying to take the intensity out of the scene.
Yeah.
So like but besides that, the perfect episode, like genuinely.
Really good.
Like I think it was my Himeno episode.
Wow.
Like I was watching it while working out, and I had 10 minutes left, and when I finished my workout, and I just sat there.
Damn.
And I just like sat on the edge of my bed and was just like, like jaw
just
agape.
gripped.
Yeah, and it was just like, this is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Don't make any spoilers.
No promises.
The only thing I know, no promises. The only thing that I like.
I'm like Tom Holland, lovable and filled with spoilers, and small.
The only thing,
and dating a taller woman. I am Tom Holland.
Yeah, you're Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I like, I'm just bummed that not Ghetto. Fuck me. We'll get to that. That Toji is like dead, maybe. Yeah. That he's possibly dead. He should be dead. He's missing most of himself.
No, he is dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
And doesn't come back? There it is. So
one strong Herm.
Yeah, you know what? I'd be upset, but I'm hyped about that because I was like, fuck, he's already dead. This is like one of the coolest antagonists I've ever seen. Yeah. And that's the other thing that I'm like, I do love this. I'm like this is what I'm excited for each week. Yeah. And like I agree, this is probably the best thing of the year.
Oh yeah.
I just like can't remember anything else that's even close.
Dr. Stone was fine. Demon Slayer was fine. Tengoku Daimokuyo was cool. There's a lot of Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, not a lot has really come out.
No.
Oshinoko's good, but like I wasn't like hyped each week.
I was. That's the only thing I would possibly have running against JJK. Wow. That and maybe Bleach. But Bleach, like I said, is like just doing its thing.
But yeah, I'm like unbelievably hyped about every week of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like so excited to talk about on the podcast. I am like the big testament for this show for me will be to see if I am still as excited once we go back to the present. Yeah. Because Gojo's way more interesting to me now because he's like mortal.
Yeah.
I don't like Yuji. End of sentence.
Like, okay, you will.
He's getting his arc's coming.
Yeah.
That's cool. Fushiguro, what's his name? Megumi is like a dumber looking Aki. So he's hard to like.
Yeah, okay, but did you not like how Toji, because Toji's Megumi's dad, right? Yeah. But did you like he was getting memories of it? It was like the VHS recordings of that. I thought that was cool.
Absolutely perfect. That was unbelievably cool.
Yeah.
He was like, speaking of blessings, I named him Megumi.
Which is blessings in Japanese, yeah.
Yeah. Super good. I didn't even know that. That made it way better. But like, and then I was like, still on my like Jujutsu Kaisen train. I was like, when the movie came out, I was like, man, I like Yuta. Is that his name? I was like, man, I like Yuta. Too bad he's only in like this. eventually.
Herm. He was supposed to be the main character.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I hate Yuji.
Yeah.
But so that's going to be the big thing for me is seeing if once we get back to the present, if Gojo stays interesting, because I don't love like an immortal typically. And maybe he will. I'm gripped right now. If he gets more interesting for me, if they can make me like Yuji, and if Megumi becomes anything more than just worse Aki in my mind.
I want to scream.
Quit herming.
I want to scream.
I know your veins are popping
I have
out.
answers to every
I know you do,
thing
you manga
want.
reading bitch.
I want to be like, you're gonna get everything you want.
Good.
I'm gonna say you're getting everything you want.
Good, I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Can we real quick before we move on or whatever?
Pat Nick on the back for not spoiling anything?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
For not herming yourself into a grave.
Yeah, I've hermed myself into a hermia.
Did we talk about the names last week? Who's the mangaka?
Gege Akutami.
Awful at coming up with names.
Explain.
You have stumbled over the names almost every time you've mentioned somebody.
What do you mean?
And it's because they've got Gojo, Geto, Yuji, Yuki, Toji.
Yep.
Yeah, Yuji, Yuta. You said Yuki. There was a Yuki.
There is a Yuki. Yeah.
3 right there. We have fucking Toji and Tojo.
Togo. Now you're fucking with me. Togo?
It's
no,
so
Todo.
fucking hard
Todo.
to talk about this show,
Yeah.
regardless. It's so hard. There are too many similar ass names that either rhyme or are the same thing with a couple of things changed.
Meimei, Utahime, Nobara. She's got a pretty unique one. I feel like nobody
Look,
else.
I already named
Nanami.
I already named like 8.
Yeah,
So
it's
like,
most of
we
the
don't need
people.
to keep going.
It's pretty
Like,
much everybody you need to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Megumi's fine. He's safe. But, like,
Mekamaru, that's pretty close.
yeah, it, like talking about like Yuta and Yuji, impossible. Geto and Gojo, like in a
Especially considering how interlocked they are story-wise. Yeah.
in like a clear stream of dialogue. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's intentional, and even if it is, go fuck yourself. Because I wonder if it's like everyone who's like a parallel or rival has a similar like,
There might be something there.
a similar name. Like, yeah, Gojo, Geto. They are like kind of 1 and 2.
I would have to like sit down and write down a bunch of names, like Todo and Yuji. They're best friends. That's an interesting theory. I actually kind of like that.